Hey, Tom here, and I'm back with an update on what's coming next in the first half of 2026, plus some hints about what we're exploring for later in the year. We spent a lot of time listening through interviews, surveys, and support tickets, and this roadmap reflects what we hear most often and where we think we can make the biggest difference. Let's get into it. A big focus for early 2026 is the mobile route planner. We're bringing a much more capable route planning experience to mobile, so you can plan and edit with confidence wherever you are. That means bringing powerful features that already exist on desktop to your phone. Things like trail view to preview the route with real community photos, routing preferences like minimizing elevation or avoiding ferries, and essential tools like undo and redo on iOS. We're also streamlining the workflow. You'll be able to move a route start point and toggle map layers in fewer taps, so planning and updating feels quick and natural. And that really matters once you're out there and the plan changes because of the weather, time, or whatever comes your way. When you're out on an adventure, you need navigation you can trust. And that's why we're rolling out a set of upgrades across phone and watch to make the experience more reliable and consistent. First, we're rebuilding the foundations of navigation. It should feel familiar, but it'll be more reliable under the hood and less prone to weird edge cases. This will roll out on Android first and then follow on iOS. On your phone, we'll also show directions directly on the lock screen while you're navigating. That means fewer unlocks, less battery drain, and the next instruction visible at a glance. On Apple Watch, the first version of our new standalone app has been through beta and starts rolling out on the 26th of January. After that, we'll add things like live tracking, automatic rerouting, and instant sync when you edit a route on your phone. On Wear OS devices like Pixel and Galaxy Watches, we're bringing maps to your wrist too, so you can check where you're going without pulling out your phone. Next up, a few cool planning upgrades. So last year, we launched global heat maps, so you can see where the Komoot community actually hikes, rides, and runs. Now we're building on that with personal heat maps, so you can see where you've been too. It'll be useful for revisiting favourites and finding something completely new. We're also adding custom waypoints. You'll be able to mark your own spots on a route, add notes like water supply or meet here, and share them with friends so everybody knows the plan. And while you're navigating, you'll see the distance to your next custom waypoint or highlight, both in the Komoot mobile apps and on supported Garmin devices with their up ahead feature. Finally, we'll finish the work on duplicate highlights. For places that don't really need to be sport specific, like a coffee stop, we're combining them into a single highlight so the map stays cleaner and community photos and tips are all in one place. Route discovery will always be a focus. We want Komoot to be the go-to place when you're looking for inspiration. Search by name is already live on web and it's coming to mobile in the next week or two. That makes finding specific routes, trails, or highlights much easier. You can just type in the name and jump straight to it. But when it comes to planning a trip, people usually start with a place in mind, not a specific route. If you ask a friend for a recommendation, they'll say, go to the Dolomites or check out Dartmoor National Park, rather than sending you one exact route. We want to mirror that natural behaviour by showcasing interesting regions on the map first. This way you can start with a place you want to visit and then see what's worth doing there. And lastly, multi-day adventure discovery. Komoot has over 3,000 expert-curated multi-day routes, but right now you mostly find them by stumbling across them in the feed. We're moving them into a dedicated library so you can browse and filter for the exact trip you're looking for, say a 4-day hike in the Alps or a week-long cycle tour across Scotland. If you've been using Komoot for a while, you've probably built up a pretty big library of routes and activities. We've just improved how you browse those libraries, with better filtering and sorting so it's quicker to find what you're looking for. And these tools also work on other people's profiles, so if you find a local expert, you can browse their routes and borrow a bit of inspiration. Next, we'll add a map view so you can browse your history visually by location. After that, we're adding custom tags, so you can organise and filter your routes your way. And we'll bring similar improvements to collections too, with better search and sorting to make them easier to manage. So that'll keep us busy for the first half of the year, but I also want to acknowledge some of the things we're exploring for later in 2026. They reflect a lot of the feedback we're hearing as well, things like faster access to offline routes, new map layers, and upgrades to multi-day planning. We'll share more on these as plans firm up. Thanks for following along and continuing to shape what we build. We'll be back with more updates soon. Until then, see ya.